before we get started, the best way to get to know a man is from below. Real goats of this movie was everybody at the bottom of the Trojan horse, bro.
Oh,
imagine that, bro. Yeah. Imagine.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you straight, you straight.
What are you to this Ground Entertainment? I'm Eddie G. That's my boy Joby. What a weekend. It was Odyssey weekend. The Odyssey. Directed by the GOAT, Christopher Nolan.
Blazing already. Blazing already.
All right. One of the best things ever put to writing. Homer's poem, The Odyssey, now brought to life by the greatest director of all time, Christopher Nolan. What do you get? You mix peak writing from back 3,000 years. I don't even know how long ago, with the best director of the time. What do you get? Absolute cinema.
Movie.
Without further ado, though, I'm gonna let Joby get his thoughts out. This is the segment we all like to call Joby's thoughts. Go ahead, Joby.
Guys, listen, we all know what Christopher Nolan does. He finds goats. And you know who he found?
Who he found?
Robert Pattinson.
But this man talk about my glaze. Here comes the
Robert Pattinson.
Here comes the Robert Pattinson glaze. Get ready for it.
I mean, Robert Pattinson. He's not even in a clinical role, but people have in my theater, or at least people around me, developed hatred for his character, and that's because he plays his role so well. He plays the role of a cowardice villain, perfectly. Along with Tom, I will say, like, Tom in a Christopher Nolan film, I'm like, I don't know, he's a Spider-Man right there. Yeah, but he found his role. Christopher Nolan put him in that spot. I just like it all around. I like that whole subplot about how his hometown is doing.
Yeah.
Secondly, just the action sequences were just amazing. I mean, in the forest, bunch of huge dudes in armor pull up.
Yep.
The running, the intensity, Matt Damon surviving everything. Last but not least, the sound quality. I know some people dislike the sound quality. I mean, I've heard it.
Yep.
But low-key, I like the fact that it was deafening in that theater.
Yep. Like, especially what part?
It added intensity, especially with the giant. Like, the cries echoing throughout the cave. You really feel the intensity in that cave.
Yep.
And you really feel...
It's like you're in there almost.
You really feel like you're in there with Matt Damon. And I will say, Matt Damon, you talking about some all men rest up? I'm not sleeping in that cave.
All right, ladies and gents, onto what I really loved about this movie. Joby already touched on it with his talk about Pattinson and Holland. Christopher Nolan, his best attribute is casting, man. He probably thought to himself, what's the best actor who can make people hate him off the rip the first time you see him in a movie? Robert Pattinson. Hated him automatically. Who's the best coming-of-age guy who could, the Prince coming-of-age guy? Tom Holland. Perfect. Who's the best Odysseus? Damon. Who's the best Queen of Ithaca that can have this persona, this kind of aura to her? Anne Hathaway. So casting, bro.
John Berthold.
Bro. I forgot about John Berthold, bro. Who could be this manly, tough guy, part of the army of the Greeks? John Berthold, bro. Agamemnon, played by Benny Safdie, if that's how you say his last name. Bro, even him, he had presence, he had aura in the movie. He picked the right person to just aura farm, basically.
But he didn't overshadow.
Yep, but he didn't overshadow anybody. He's just there to aura farm. He's just there to demonstrate how big this person was. So that's the best part of almost any Christopher Nolan film, is casting. Like Joby said, I don't think Tom Holland is the greatest actor, but this was his role. And him in a Christopher Nolan film, probably one of his best work outside of Spider-Man. So casting, it's perfect.
I think he's like a coach in a way.
That's a perfect way to put it. Yeah. Perfect way to put it. Christopher Nolan's like a coach, and he puts his players in the best position to succeed. Pacing and runtime. Now, here's the crazy part. You would think that in a 3-hour movie, I wouldn't be praising the pacing. But the thing is, the story's already set up in a linear format to keep you entertained, but he's able to pack it all in a way that 3-hour runtime is never felt. I was entertained from beginning to end, and every beat, I like to see it as beats, right? Every big beat, every big moment of the film is timed perfectly. Whether it's the Battle of Troy, when we finally see what they did with the Trojan horse, That battle, elite, peak. The battle at the end with the bow, elite, peak, timed perfectly. So the pacing and every big moment, every big beat of the film was timed and placed perfectly in the film.
Obviously, to me, the main plot was Odysseus' return home with his men.
Yep.
And the subplot was the
Telemachus, his son.
Telemachus and the people residing in his castle currently.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he jumped from the main plot to how Telemachus is doing
Telemachus
was perfect. Telemachus is doing was perfect, because if I went completely linear on Tom Holland's part, it'd be quite boring.
Yeah.
But the jump between and the mystery added about Odysseus and how he's been stuck eating lotus flowers.
Yep.
Would it have no suspense, and it have no just like clean run.
Yep.
I like going like back and forth to see my go Robert Pattinson and to see Matt Damon.
Oh my god, here we go, right? The other highlight of this movie, bro, is Ludwig Göransson's score, especially during the moment where Odysseus has the bow, he's putting it in, pause, and he's plucking it, right? He's doing that, and you hear that note, that bloom, bro, because it has that little beat where it goes bloom, bloom, bloom. That highlight the Battle of Troy, you know, the build up, the anticipation of when they're trying to open the doors and all the guards are coming, and the score during that moment, or the score in the final battle, right? In the final battle, with that thumping during the battle at the end, had me at the edge of my seat. There's a few moments during this movie where I had to lock in, you know, do the gamer pose and sit up. I had to lock in. But so the score, Ludwig Göransson again, bro. Just masterclass. He's had many masterclasses at this point, you know, Black Panther, Sinners, now this. So he's on a roll. Now here I am thinking, what don't I like about this movie, right? And I couldn't think of anything. But if I had to be nitpicky, I'm gonna grab onto some of the things other people said. No Achilles, but then again, Achilles is a whole other story. You add Achilles into this film, you might as well add another hour. Then it's 4 hours long. So I guess that's a negative, but not really. Yeah. And then there's also slight changes from the original poem. But I hate when people are so nitpicky about the changes, because that's why it's called an adaptation, right? You're adapting the work. Doesn't have to be shot for shot what the way it's written. You're adapting the work, and Christopher Nolan brought it up to modern times, so I'm okay with that.
Adapting in the way of entertainment.
Yep, adapting. Yo, write that down. Joby quote of the day. What was it?
Adapting in the way of entertainment.
Adapting in the way of entertainment.
Smartest man alive.
And you are?
Yeah, Joby's on a roll. Everybody clap it over Joby. Clap it over Joby. Last but not least, the one thing I want to talk about is this common theme that we're starting to see with Christopher Nolan. We saw it in Oppenheimer. We saw it in the Odyssey. It's how the hero's big moment, right? The hero's praise, what they're known for, they actually end up regretting. You know, there's a little bit of that in this film. And I like that twist, because I don't think that's part of the original work either. I like that twist of this regretful Odysseus thinking that what he's done basically changed the world forever in the wrong way. So I really love that about the film.
They always think of their big moment as a huge tragedy. Like,
yep. So little parallel though between Oppenheimer and the Odyssey. But anyways, I could ramble on about this movie for about 3 hours, but I don't want to do that because then the review is gonna be like 5 hours.
I will say, this movie caught that parallel immediately.
Yeah. Sadly, I can't claim it because at this point I've seen it on the internet. But I did say that before I saw it. You guys probably won't believe me, right? You better get it.
No, I would. I'm here to vouch.
Yeah.
Also, now listen. I went there with my sister. She said she was a little confused. Remember, if you're confused, just feel the movie.
I'd say don't try to understand it, just feel it.
That's interesting. Bro's quoting the man himself. Anyways, Joby's on a roll today, so I'm gonna let him end this with his final verdict on the Odyssey.
Alright. Side note, cinematography is amazing. Trojan Horse felt mad claustrophobic.
Yep.
Listen. Okay. Robert Pattinson, keep doing you. I'm going 9.8.
9.8. Oof.
Only 2.2 points because I almost went deaf.
For the Odyssey, I wrestled back and forth with this. I tried to find fault. I tried to use Achilles. I don't really think that's a fault.
This is a goal, by the way.
I love Christopher Nolan. I'm a little biased. And I know I've done this more than once on this channel, and people are going to say that I drop it too much.
listen, this isn't that pizza review guy. We don't have
But
to drop 7.5.
I'm not giving a 7.5 like that Portner guy from Barstool every time. This is a 10 out of 10. Put it on your special film shelf. Buy it on 4K Blu-ray.
Watching it in IMAX.
Watching it in IMAX. Odyssey. 10 out of 10 for me. Buy it on Blu-ray. Put it on my special film shelf. And that's it. Joby, anything else?
Alright, so last thoughts. Robert Pattinson.
Okay, Pattinson Glaze is starting over. I'm gonna cut him off. Thank you for everything. This is Ground Entertainment. I'm Eddie G, signing out.